So today we're going to be talking about the power of letting go and trusting the universe by reprogramming your mindset. If you like this video and you also want to be considered to win one of my books in digital version or digital copy, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up, because that's how more people learn about my channel, and comment below. So commenting below, I will know if you want to put yourself into the monthly drawing. Real quickly, one book, my latest book is called The La Dolce Vita Formula, A Woman's Guide to Living a Fearless and Fabulous Life. And this one is The Woman on Fire Entrepreneur. So every month, I will put your name into a drawing to win a copy of one of these books in digital form. So just comment below. And if you have a preference of one of the books, let me know as well. Okay, so let's dive into this very important topic. I really find that I have gone through a lot of challenges in my life. I've helped a lot of my clients all around the world, especially women in business, navigate around some very challenging situations. I want to go back in time many years ago where I realized that there definitely was an art of letting go and allowing things to flow. So let me paint the picture. I was, gosh, years ago, I don't even know what year it was, but I was living in Charleston, South Carolina, and I had just moved there. I moved from LA to Charleston to rebuild my life. I was going through a lot of challenges. I just broke up with my boyfriend at the time. It was a very bad relationship, and I needed a fresh start, so to speak. So anyways, I didn't really have a lot of money. I was strapped for cash. And I remember just saying this message in my head, going, I don't know how things are going to work out, but I just know that they're going to work out. And so the interesting thing about that statement, it allowed me in that moment to let go. I was looking for a job. I was looking for a way to make money. I was literally at my last dollar, and I was a little bit freaked out. I'm not going to lie, a little bit in my freak out zone. And so I kept saying that. I was just focusing on that. Like, I don't know how it's going to work out. It's just going to work out. I don't know where the money's going to come. It's just going to come. And what I realized, like, flash forward today, saying that sentence was really about me letting go. And it was also allowing me to flip the switch in my brain to, like, let go of the anxiety, let go of all of the stress. So I want you to think about a time, or actually right now, where maybe you're stressing out. You found this video because it really spoke to you, like, Heather, I need to let go. I know I need to let go. I know that because I'm so attached to maybe a specific outcome, that I am just freaking out and I'm stressing myself out. So think about something that you want to truly let go today. Okay, you're going to focus on that, but we're going to get back to that in a second, and how I work with clients and just kind of shifting their mental state so that they can open themselves up to find solutions, find money. So anyways, getting back to the story, I kept repeating this over and over again, over and over again. Well, it is through repetition that your subconscious mind is now imprinted. So when you're imprinting on your subconscious mind, that simple little phrase that I was telling myself, I don't know how this is going to work out, but it's just going to work out. What happens is, because your entire, like, really 95% of your outer world is really a manifestation of your inner world. I didn't know what was going on at the time. I was just feeling like I had to say that. I was doing anything in that moment for me to let go. Now, here's the cool thing. What happened, it was about, gosh, I know it was less than a week. Maybe it was a couple days, where I got a job. I was so excited. And, it wasn't a glorious job, but it was a waitressing job. And being a waitress, you can make cash. Who doesn't like cash? Very quickly, you can make a lot of cash. And so I was working at a 5-star restaurant, and it was just like I was at the right place at the right time. And it happened just, to me, it happened very quickly. because I was not trying to figure out the how. So I find all too often when you're trying to look for a solution. Now, this could be in the context of a business. It could be in context of a relationship. It doesn't matter. But what matters, I find a lot of women, you know what you're doing is you're trying to figure out the how. And what that does when you're looking at it from a brain perspective, I find it's really hard for women to connect to the solutions when they keep focusing on the problem. Okay, your brain shuts down. So when you want to connect with solutions, what you absolutely must do is prime your mind. Okay, so think about a situation right now. Think about a situation where you just totally want to let go. A lot of times, because I work with a lot of women in their business, their coaching, their consulting business, it doesn't matter what area of life it is, but it typically is the money, where they're holding on like, Heather, I need X amount of money. And so think about it. When you're focusing on the need, the attachment of something, how do you feel? You feel a little bit anxious, right? So what I want you to do is take a nice deep breath. So you want to get some oxygen going in there, really flowing to your brain. And just start repeating that. Like, I don't know how things are going to work out, but they're just going to work out. Now, why do you want to say it that way? The reason why I like that phrase for things that just kind of seem like, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling low, I'm kind of feeling down, is that it's almost like a stepping stone to the next emotion that is going to make you feel better. Because if you're like in a stuck state right now, telling you to pump yourself up, going, yeah, everything's great, when you're not feeling so great, your conscious mind isn't going to believe it. You're not going to do the exercise. And then you're right back where you started. Okay. So I want you to use that phrase. Like, I don't know how everything's going to work out, but I know it's going to work out. I was actually literally, I remember I was walking when I was saying that. I was actually saying it to myself softly, like, I don't know how everything's going to work out, but it's just going to work out because everything always works out for me. And I started to create this dialogue with myself. It was this daily dialogue that I would have, like this conversation with myself. And again, within, I want to say it was less than 7 days, that's when I got the job. That's when I got the cash flow to me. Again, it wasn't the perfect job because I didn't want to be a waitress the rest of my life, but it was exactly what I needed. And so what was interesting is I went back to that moment and I used this as a template, like actually fast forward years later in my life where I just felt like a lot of anxiety. I felt a lot of stress. I would go back into that mode of going, okay, I don't know how X is going to work out, but I just know how it's going to work out. I used it in relationships when those were not working out and I wanted to bail or I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I just said, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I just know it's going to work out. And so what that does, it allows you to find the answers. Your brain will find the answers when you focus on a solution, and you'll start seeing, and here's what when I'm working with my clients, I show them how their mind attracts what they want in their life by really creating a systematic way of understanding how your subconscious mind and your dominant thoughts create your reality, period. And so what I do is I tell them to start tracking all of this. I give them a framework that they can start focusing on. Here are the things that I want that I know is doable. And we start creating a system to where they're tracking this. Now, why is that important? It's important because if you're not tracking and measuring your success in the form of like your thoughts do create your reality, then what happens is you go back to the primitive stages in your mind, that reptilian thinking. And I find a lot of times what happens when you're faced with a challenge, you activate your nervous system. If you don't know, if you don't have this training, this subconscious program training, if you don't have it, then you'll activate a negative response. You'll automatically go into what I call your freak out moment. I'm freaking out. and you don't have reflective awareness. So by doing this over and over again, you're looking at the evidence of, wow, because I thought this thought, that this is happening. And you start shifting your brain. Your brain is literally remodeling itself. Now, why is that important? It's important because everything that you want is an inside job. It's not an outside job. So let's say, for example, if you have a business and you're looking to build that business to 100,000 or a million. I've helped my clients to build millions in revenue in their business. And I will tell you, it is not the marketing systems in and of themselves. It is the mindset. The mindset, your mindset is the foundation for you to go to the next level. So I really want to, get this in your brain right now. Take this to your brain on a conscious level to realize that when you're freaking out, when you're in your freak out zone, is to find a phrase that works for you. Now, maybe my phrase doesn't work for you. Maybe my phrase of, I know, I don't know how everything's going to work out, but I just know it's going to work out. Maybe that's not your phrase. Find a phrase. Hey, if you find a better phrase that works for you, comment below. Let me know. But I love the phrase, hey, I don't know how it's going to work out, but I just know it's going to work out. And then you want to start looking for the evidence. You want to start writing it down. So I have a systematic way that I coach my clients. So they start doing that. And what happens if we're talking, and it can be any area of your life, but when we're talking in a business context, they start seeing the money. They start seeing the clients. The solutions start popping up. They just kind of pop up, or I should say, like a download in your brain. You get that intuitive hit. Oh, this is the best marketing vehicle, or this is what I need to be doing in my business. And instead of just applying some of those strategies that don't work, copy and paste formula of someone else that is, has $1 million business. And I'm telling you, those things, those strategies are probably not going to work for your business. I will do another video on this because I have a lot of clients that come to me that they follow those strategies and then they don't work. And then they have the anxiety, right? They have the anxiety and the stress. And then they have to go into letting go. They come to this video and want to learn how to let go and really trust the universe. So it's really important to do that. It's really important for you to realize that your situation is temporary. One of the things that I did, I know when I just really needed to let go, is reading a book. I find reading or watching a video just like this will allow you to shift your energy, will allow you, what this is doing when you're watching this video, it's retraining your subconscious mind. So think about it. Every time you read a book or you watch a video and you're able to shift just a little bit, what happens is you're training your brain to let go. When you train your brain to let go, that's when you can receive the solutions. That's when you can receive the money. You can receive ideas. You're not so attached to the things of like, oh, it has to come in this form. And I'm telling you, it's like having a superpower. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below. What's your phrase? Do you have a different phrase than, I don't know how this is going to work out, but I just know it's going to work out. What is the phrase that you want to create specifically for you? Do the work, do the exercise, and come back to this video. I just love to hear about your success stories. One of the reasons why I do this work today is that I had lost everything. I had quick little story is that one time I was living with a boyfriend and he threw me out in the middle of the night. I had no place to go. I had a couple $100 in my bank account and I'm freaking out. And I remember in that night, this is actually another like letting go process, is that I knew I created the situation. I totally attracted the situation into my life so that I could teach this to other women, teach the process of letting go, teach the process of showing you how powerful your subconscious mind is and that you are the creator of your universe and life. This is not woo-woo. This is based on neuroscience. It's based on quantum physics. To me, I see the evidence being demonstrated in the people that I work with, my clients that I absolutely love every single day, and just people that are watching this channel that are sharing with me their stories. So if you feel like you're in a tough spot, it's okay. It's okay. Come back to this video, watch it more than once, and trust the process. I really, really want you to trust this process. So going back to the story, after I remember in that middle of the night, freaking out, having my my night of, I should say, the dark night of my soul. And I knew somehow, like, this deeper part of me said, Heather, you're going to get through this. And guess what? You're going to be teaching women the strategies and the science and the philosophy of how this works, so that women can break through their own fears, their own limitations, and create their fearless vision. And that is my message to you. So I hope this message inspired you, shifted your energy a little bit. Make sure you comment below if you want me to make any other videos on any other topic, business, any other area of your life, because I'm all about teaching mastery. Until next time, this is Heather Picken, and live fearlessly.